You're supposed to bring it back. You're supposed to bring it back. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, Slim Shady. Come on. Ah, here we go. Look, it says Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah, they're the best team ever. But you're supposed to play with it. Oh, you're exhausting me. Come here. All right, that's enough. Let's start the video. Why don't you listen to me? Oh, Jesus. Okay. What's up? So, to give you a bit of perspective of where I am, make a left, well, right, go that way, about half a kilometer, that's where Corey Haim's school is. Remember that video? And then go down that way, about 8 kilometers, that's where Drake and Prince's houses are. Remember I showed you in that video? I think that was the last video I did. And then, where I grew up, literally turn this corner, make a left, outside here, half a block. Spitting distance, but I won't spit. But yeah, so this is the hood I grew up in. But this place in front of me was not where I grew up. But I came here a lot as a kid, and it's changed a lot. You see there's houses all built around here. This used to be all a big empty field in the 90s. It was a horse farm in the middle of North Toronto. And this house right here in front of me, this was the centerpiece of it all. Let's go take a closer look. So here it is. This is called Green Meadows. This is an estate that was owned by John Bud McDougall. But we called it the McDougall estate when I was a kid. But yeah, this is a private residence now. And this used to be, I believe it was 220 hectares property. And there were horses here. It was crazy. There were servants' quarters, there was a house just for the dogs, and stables. And now all that's remaining is the main residence. So this house was built in 1950 because John McDougall, a very successful businessman and thoroughbred dealer, I don't know, dealt in horses, whatever you call it. He liked horses, then he sold them, built them from scratch. I don't know how you do that. And his business partners lived around here, so he wanted to build a house around here, and he one-upped them big time because this place is massive. That's a full Greek facade right there, like the Greek temple facade, right there in front of me. Yeah. So all around this property were horse stables. This is right up to the 90s. And like I said, servants' quarters, places for the dogs. Now it's a little park right in front. And here, all these houses, right on the other side of this, see what this black car is? There's houses. My best friend grew up in a house right on the other side of it. But these houses are all new within the past 15 years, I believe. About 15 years. See this white fence here? The white fence surrounding it? This has been here since 1969, roughly. Around then. Way before my time. But this fence was iconic in North Toronto because it spanned the whole front along this street. And when I was just little, you know what we used to do? We used to sneak over at night and pet the horses. And one time we got caught by the security guard, and he let us feed the horses with apples. You ever fed a horse an apple? Not for me. It's kind of weird. You think they're gonna bite your hand off, but it was really cool that he let us do that. There's a guardhouse right down there, right up at the top where we would come in. It was off to that side. Yeah, and we used to come here and trick or treat for Halloween. We come up to the main house because John McDougall's wife lived here until 1996, and her butler would hand out full-size chocolate bars, not the minis, full size. So this was a very popular place to come for Halloween. Sometimes you got two. Should I go knock on the door? I am a little hungry. Ah, I remember that tree. I don't, but I like to say I did. I don't know you, though. You're new. Another thing interesting about this place that might be of special interest to Sharon Presley over there in England. Sharon, are you listening? The British royal family used to stay here. That's right. This is where they would stay when they would come to Toronto. I remember, I think it was the Queen Mother. Queen's mother? The mother of the Queen? You know her, that sweet old lady. She stayed here. And all along this street, past the house that I grew up in, there were snipers in the trees. British security is pretty hardcore. And the royal prom, like, you know, the royal, all the cars and all that, we'd watch them go up and down the streets. It was really cool to see that as a kid. I was more fascinated by the snipers than I was about the Queen Mother. As a kid, there were men with guns in the trees. That's pretty cool. Is this interesting? I don't know. I've lost all perspective at this point. And if I got one person saying, no, it's not interesting, sorry. I do love you though, peace. Now listen, Heath up in Oakland, big shout out to you. And Brian, you asked for a shout out as well. There it is, shout out to you as well. I read all my comments. I read everything that everyone ever writes and leaves on my page for me. If I don't get back to you that fast, don't worry, I will eventually. I just got stuff, you know, going on, as everyone does in their lives, but I read every comment, good or bad. I mostly just respond to the good, because if I respond to the bad, I will clap back. No, I won't. I'm gonna kill you with positivity and kindness. Life's too short to be negative. Now, what I'm gonna do right now, oh look, you can see a little glimpse of the house behind me. Yeah, all around here, this was all farmland, like in the 90s. Not just like years ago, the 90s. We all remember the 90s, Chumbawamba. Now, right, this is the main entrance to this area now, but the main entrance to the estate used to be right over there. Now, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go up to a mall right in Markham, Ontario, where I'm gonna purchase a new tripod, because I've got some stuff coming up that I gotta film in the States, and it's gonna require a tripod probably. And new Adidas, because look, those shoes are falling apart. And I need new shoes. A lot of wear and tear. But I've got other Adidas at home, but I like to go and see if there's any new styles out. I have a little bit of an Adidas addiction. Adidas addiction, Adidas addiction, Adidas addiction. Let's go to the mall. Let's go to the mall, Carolyn. Okay, Ashley, let's go. Take a look at this place. This is Pacific Mall. This thing is huge. Look at that weird dome. Oh, keys in the pocket, keys in the pocket. Yeah, it stretches all the way down there. Shuttle buses come here from like out of province and out of the city, bringing loads of people to this mall, because it's like a bargain mall, but it used to be more of a bargain mall. Now it's kind of expensive in places because so many people come, so they raise the prices. Smart. But there's a sportswear store where I get my shoes. And it's the best deal in Toronto for shoes. If you're from Toronto, I'll show you the store. I'll show you inside. And I'm gonna get a new tripod. And at the end of this, I'm gonna talk a little bit to my loyal subscribers who wanna know what's going on, exactly where I'm going, that sort of thing. And, what was I gonna say? Wait, God. The hamster on the wheel, he's running, he's running. He's running. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, I'm still really excited about Eminem's album that dropped. Like, I can't stop listening to it. And now that guy, Machine Gun Kelly, clapped back at Eminem with a diss track. I can't. I know Eminem, I think we all do. When Eminem claps back, oh, snap. MGK, you got something coming your way. Good for you though, keeping the rap game alive with those rap battles and the spitting verses back and forth. But it's pretty tough if you come up against Eminem. Because if he decides that you're worthy of him to clap back at you, oh boy, woo. It's gonna come hard. Just remember, Ja Rule. All right, let's go take a look at these shoes. And I actually kind of like MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. I think he's a good rapper. It's really windy now. But you don't touch the king. You don't touch the rap god. Let's go in. Hi sir, how are you? May I come in? Thank you. Yeah. Oh my. Well, that was a no-go. You know, I think my channel has now officially jumped the shark because you're just going shopping with me at this point. But I'll tell you what's coming up later. Now I'm gonna go find a tripod. Oh, those black shoes I really liked. Unfortunately, they had like this weird Velcro thing inside in each shoe. And when you walked, you stepped on it. Like it was inside the shoe. Why is it comfortable for anyone? Why would anyone make those shoes? Adidas, take out that little band inside. Are you listening? I'll hashtag you. Hey, follow me on Instagram, WeAreTheRest2050. You'll find me. All right, let's go find a tripod. Place stretches on for, feels like miles. Like this is aisle after aisle of these weird little stores. There's two places where I get camera equipment from, and one of them is right over here. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
I think I need a pink microphone. I'll be right back. Those could be mistaken for something else. Who are you talking to? Hi, Jenny. Bye, Jenny. Okay. All right, so that's it. Pacific Mall behind me. Got my tripod. Bluetooth, remote control. The lady inside, so sweet. Show me how to use it. I think I did. Look, new earrings, shooting stars. I don't know. I lost the back of another earring last night, so I just replaced them with these for now. Anyways, that's not important. I keep saying anyways. Anyways, so Brian Durant, check out his channel. He's got some cool, interesting stuff. I mentioned him earlier in the video, but I wanted to make sure you check out his channel. So his name is Brian Durant, like Duran Duran with a T and no other Duran. Durant. This is beginning to sound like a Durant. Got my tripod, feeling pretty good. Heading to Detroit very soon. This may be my last video from Toronto for a long time. Christmas probably. I would guess. Maybe I'll do one more before I leave if I have time. Time is of the essence though, because it's ticking. And I gotta get to the States soon. I've been on the phone all day setting up some things that I'm gonna go see as soon as I cross the border. Going right to like 2 places that I'm gonna film. I got permission to film at a couple of cool places. Now there's some M&M stuff coming up right away that I'm going to. So if you got sick of M&M stuff before on my channel, well, keep waiting. I mean, well, just don't get sick of it. Enjoy it. You do. M&M stuff coming up, but then lots of other stuff. I'm going to a really special place. It's going to be kind of a sweet video, I hope. And you'll see that as well. I'm meeting up with other YouTubers. You'll see where I'm going. Starting at Detroit and headed west. So it's maybe the last one from Toronto for a while. My hometown. I love Toronto. I'll try to sneak one more video in from Toronto, but I don't know if I have the time, really. And appreciate each and every one of you that's watching. And hope you enjoyed the shopping trip. If you come to Toronto Pacific Mall, you'll be hooked up real well here. Oh yeah, real well. What's happening? Look, I'm like Cher. Okay. Peace out, and I'll see you in Detroit. Are you still there? There's nothing else happening. Go. Go watch other videos of mine. Go. This is a very Ferris Bueller on me. Have a nice night, day, everything. You're still here? Bye.